music. And we
DotA team ban.
live. Alright, so hey guys, welcome back to Road to 3K versus Next Level Badasses from
Team ban.
Amateur Dota 2 League Season 4 Open Edition. We see the first ban, Brewmaster coming out from Road to 3K again, and that may or may not be a respect ban invoker. Liking gets banned out also.
DotA team ban.
Nothing really exciting there. My volume is way too loud. I'm gonna kill that. Sorry.
Radiant team pick.
The Brewmaster and Lycan, are those the heroes that everyone is just like, oh my god, pulls now?
Well, I mean, a lot of teams have figured out the Lycan. I think he's easier to run and harder to counter, so I think the top tier teams have actually stopped banning him out, but I still see him banned out relatively frequently in this tier of game, I guess. I don't know. Next Level Badasses with the first pick here. Let's see what they go for. They first picked the Dazzle last game. I don't know that it was hyper effective.
10 seconds.
I mean, they got a lot of work with it, but he was really low HP and he just got burst down in all the fights.
5 seconds remaining.
He just kind of got left behind in terms of golden experience.
Reserve time.
He definitely took the hits. I'm pretty sure he was buying most, if not all, the ward.
Yeah, I feel like you need to give Dazzle at least the 4 position. I don't think he makes a very good hero in the 5 slot.
He needs those levels, especially into all his, he needs levels because his skills, I mean, they're effective early game, but they all scale so well.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. In addition, he's just got such a strong skill set. He's got really good stat growth for a support hero. Fat Rider's gonna be the first pick because that is the hero who slipped through. I feel like they maybe should have let the Mirana through and banned out the Bat Rider. As Bat Rider just has a massive win rate. He's the most banned hero in 6.81. For a good reason. Even after all of the nerfs, he's the best hero at disrupting team fights and picking off solo heroes. Yeah, he's just really strong in that regard. I don't know what else you can do about it.
5 seconds remaining.
So we're gonna see where the 3K pick up the Vengeful Spirit. I think the Vengeful Spirit was pretty successful last game. We'll see if they go for the Vengeance Aura. I think I personally favor Vengeance Aura over Wave of Terror. Wave of Terror is pretty strong. The minus armor is good, but that percent base damage increase is just huge, and she typically doesn't get the levels to max both.
I have nothing to add to that.
10 seconds remaining.
Doubling the armor reduction 6 isn't as good as
5 seconds remaining.
To 36%.
I agree. Armor only gives see Ancient Apparition, so they did like that.
Radiant
They're gonna pick him up again, so we'll probably see the Ancient Apparition in kind of a 4 slot, whereas Venge is probably gonna operate in that. Item. She needs levels. That level 2 swap is important. I think maxing Vengeance Aura is important. I don't even think maxing Stun is that important. The duration does not go up.
It goes from 1.45 to
1.3 seconds.
remaining.
It's not super important. I think actually maxing Vengeance Aura is the best thing to do.
5 seconds
That's my
remaining.
own personal kind of thing.
But Road to 3K not really revealing anything, while Next Level Badasses is definitely showing they have a Bat Rider solo lane.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot bat jungle anymore after the nerf to Napalm only doing half damage to creeps. It becomes so much more difficult to clear out those hard camps, and he has a much harder time picking up that extra momentum in the jungle. It only slows the Blink Dagger down by a minute or 2 if he's already in a solo lane and doing decently well. And Rubik's going to be the pickup here. I do not see Rubik picked up as much. What do you think of Rubik?
I mean, he's not as strong in early game support. He doesn't have the mana to support that 150 mana cost Fade Bolt, and it doesn't deal that much damage. Telekinesis is a mediocre stun at best, usually in the first 5 levels of the game. I mean, normally you see Rubik picked up as the 4th or 5th pick as a counter pick against, really big teams. But ultimates, you get that Enigma, you get that Tidehunter. Maybe, I mean, Vengeful Spirit and Ancient Apparition, they do have powerful ultimates, so maybe they have that in mind. Maybe they just need a general all-around support that isn't particularly good, but also isn't particularly bad. Rubik doesn't have any big weaknesses besides low HP, but if he gets if the team has an early game advantage, then Rubik will do his
10
work.
seconds.
Yeah, I mean,
remaining.
he's the support who needs a lot of levels. You have to get the level into his ultimate, and
Dire
levels
team
into
pick.
his aura are actually huge. That is very important, and it's an often overlooked skill.
It's going to be a big deal against the Ancient Apparition, and even more so if Road to 3K chooses to go for a relatively early mid-game burst damage lineup, like you get that Ember Spirit, or maybe even, I mean, Road to 3K could go for a Tinker and do essentially the same strategy as last.
The Tinker was on
10
next level badass.
seconds
Okay.
remaining.
I know.
Start. Little badass has been slot the Doom.
5 seconds.
Excuse me. Road to 3K
remaining.
ban out this Sand King as well as the Storm Spears. Banning out a teammate
Reserve
hero.
time.
I mean, Sand King's really been seen a lot since the last patch.
Yeah.
The buff to Sandstorm just increases jungling to such an extent that he can get a very early Blink Dagger. And, I mean, do you think he's justified getting the picks that he does? You'd have to kind of look at this win rate.
Radiant
Centaur Warrunner
team
gets picked
pick.
up by Road to 3K, so that's probably going to be an offlaner. They've got a good deal of lockdown right now, both single target and AoE. They've got the Ancient Apparition slow, stun, Visual Spirit stun, swap, Centaur Warrunner ultimate as well as the stun, so that's plenty of control.
This is an excellent setup for an aggressive trial. Like with the 3 heroes Road to 3K has picked so far, actually. I would be very happy to see that.
Yeah, you've got the extra damage from the
10
Chilling Touch in
seconds
addition to the
remaining.
extra stun. You've got a stun from Vengeful Spirit as well as the damage aura. So damage
5
aura in
seconds
addition
remaining.
to Chilling Touch is frick tons of damage. Like, that's a ton of damage in a Trilane, and
Reserve
it's
time.
very hard to deal with. Especially for a hero like Rubik, who really doesn't do a whole lot in a Trilane because of his low HP and his mediocre stun.
And his low damage early game spell, like it's...
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. The damage reduction is important, but I think it kind of gets negated by the Vengeful Spirit aura and Chilling Touch, which just does so much damage. It does so much damage. If you get Chilling Touch on 3 heroes at level 1, it is an extra 450 magic damage. Which is huge in Trilane.
Big deal!
Wraith King's gonna get picked up, so
Dire
that's a big
team
Trilane
pick.
hero. Typically played as a support. It will be pretty tanky. We may see Road to 3K pick some mana burn as a counter, but they may not worry too much about a support Wraith King. It could also be a core Wraith King, as we've seen that with relative frequency as well. DotA claims that he is a carry, double we know better than the people who assign roles
He
to
does
heroes
have
in Dota 2
stars in durable. He's a very good durable.
10
That's-
seconds remaining.
role. You're fired again. This is
5
ludicrous.
seconds
I
remaining.
can't work with someone like this.
You're right. You shouldn't have to come with us. Next level
Morphling.
badasses with good
Radiant
lockdown right
team
now.
pick.
Lockdown against that more.
He's gonna have to go Lincoln Sphere, and even then, it's gonna be difficult for him. You've got a lot of things that go through that cancel the Lincolns. You've got Telekinesis, Fade Bolt, Lasso, and Wraith King Stun, Hellfire Blast already. They can pick more lockdown if they want to, but you've also got a very aggressive mid-aura carry who's able to get a lot of farm and split push decently,
10
and also team
seconds
bite.
remaining.
So,
I think it's a. I mean, honestly, you
5
having
seconds
any carry
remaining.
that would normally have Lincolns. I mean,
Dire
Bat Rider
team
can't
pick.
just jump on them. The Bat Rider can micro his, ability items quickly enough to be able to get Lasso off without giving Morphling a chance to get away. But also Morphling will have that Lincolns to give anyone else that may get jumped on by the Bat Rider if he's got,
10 seconds remaining.
Slark's gonna pick up here for next level badasses, I agree, by the way. And
5
that's gonna give
seconds
them
remaining.
an aggressive mid lane. They're gonna probably try-lane the Slark. I guess
Reserve
maybe
time.
off. I don't know. Slark, Wraith King, Rubik is a shitty tri-lane. There's no other word for that. That's terrible. There's no way that can stand up to either Venge AA Centaur or Venge AA Morph. Like, either of those tri-lanes will win hardcore against Rubik, Wraith King, Slark. I don't know. Your Battle Rider probably has to be your mid or your offlane. And off it's harder.
Maybe they're gonna jungler.
I mean, Slark can also mid and Slark is
Radiant
definitely an
team
option.
ban.
Shadow Friend's gonna be the ban for Moto 3K, so they don't want that farming solo mid. Kinda, I guess, anticipating that Slark to be in the tri-lane. Oh, what were you gonna say about a jungler?
I mean, they have space for a jungler right now. I still
10
think it would
seconds
make their
remaining.
tri-lane bad, but maybe then you send the Spark off lane. That
5
Rider meant to have
seconds
Rubik,
remaining.
Wraith King, and actually still have armor then.
See a puck ban out from Moto
Dire
3K
team pick.
from Next Level Badasses, noticing that Road to 3K do not currently have a mid healer unless they put Morphling there. I don't know. Have they done more Solomon Morphling before? Have you seen that? I don't remember.
Oh my god, yes.
Radiant
Okay,
team
I
pick.
like that. That'll... Okay, so Bloodsuka. They got the pickoffs on Rubik. It's gonna make Rider's life very difficult. He's like, you can't focus both the Morphling and the Bloodseeker and the Centaur. It's gonna be hard. Bloodseeker is gonna be Rafflecopter speeding all over the frickin' place. And he's gonna be very hard for Slark to pick off. He's gonna lane very well against either Slark or Bat Rider.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
And the silence is gonna the Slark
5
over if
seconds
he can get it
remaining.
off without the direct. So I think that's a good pick, despite a lot of Bloodsuka haters out there that I know
Reserve
exist.
Twitch, is this Twitch?
10
Twitch-
seconds remaining.
Twitch chat is not upset.
Or is it Twitch?
I keep checking. No, there's some people there.
5 seconds remaining.
Shout out to Twitch.
Viewers!
Yeah, mid. Who has the advantage? Bloodsuka, Kunka match. They're gonna get farm. You can't really harass a Bloodsuka with the sword because he just heals back up and the Raffle don't care. I think Raffle Seeker. Raffle Seeker. No, Rafka.
For Fopsy?
Okay. That's too much. Raffle Seeker. Okay. He's gonna see
Always
Raffles.
racist on this.
Alright, you're writing things down because you're taking the notes that you don't use. So, I'm gonna have to see. You just have to drop the Bloodseeker win rate in Pro Dota as soon as we get into this. I think that's the most important stat for this game. And then the second one is,
10 seconds
lineups with
remaining.
within 2 melee heroes rate. I think both of those would be interesting because we do see a
5
lot of
seconds
melee heroes in
remaining.
Lexus lineup. Bat Rider is really not that high of a range. He has a lot of difficulty in some lanes as a result of that. We do see a Puzz.
Tactical pause.
Well, Puzz does give us an nope. It's gonna roll after the off lane. Perfect haircut on that Morphling. So not playing support this game. Looks like he's gonna be carrying as the Bloodsuka, played by retarded human species, is headed towards the mid lane. Nightmare on the Vengeful Spirit, and Shekton a Fool on that Ancient Apparition again. Then we go ahead and do Radiant.
Guess? We've got 25th in the Slark.
Fine.
Already.
Disembody is on the Slark, 25th on the Kunkka, DBG on the Bat Rider. Looks like he will be headed up to the offlane with an Observer Ward. Yergity, some Rubik player on Rubik, and McCoy's racist grandma on the Wraith. No, I almost said it. On the Skeleton King. Long live SK. Long live the Bone Lord.
30 seconds to battle.
Bow.
I believe he has a nice sword. Yeah, it's a pretty sweet sword. Inscribed Shattered Destroyer. Set one godlike spree. And a shoulder
So
that's
happy.
not that special.
So,
Slark have any swag? Nope, no Slark swag. Rubik swag?
Slark?
We have a Rubik staff, for a rare staff from TI3. This is the... Yeah. There's no Bat Rider swag either, jeez.
The battle begins.
This team is swagless. No, I am swagging and you can't stop me. Centaur's got a rare axe. You see some pings actually, they see this. They see the G hiding in the trees over here. I'm not entirely sure how they spotted that out, but the pings did go out. So they see him there, but I believe it is just a solo Slark in the safe lane, so they won't be able to catch it out. In the meantime, we have some smoke into the lane. They're going to try to get this Bloodsuka. They're going to pull him back. Here comes the stun into the torrent, kind of stacking the stuns there. Are they going to be able to finish off this? I believe. Do they have the damage? No, they don't. He's going to make it out. Survives. Rubik getting really low, and now that's a failed gank. Wasted time. Oh, is we going to
hell?
disconnect?
how is he not dead?
It was really close. I mean, he's got the stout shield. He's got quelling.
He went quelling
Yes,
scout.
quelling stout.
Never go full pub, and he lived. He doesn't deserve to live.
Oh, he's got a pretty freaking sweet set over. Got tribal terror headdress.
Just
I don't know. Yeah, Bloodseeker. Powerful hero. Went Bloodbath first, so he'll be able to regen all this up. Hopefully. We see some drawing.
What happened to Sharky? Does he even play?
I don't think so. I haven't seen him on a team in a while. He was a really cool player. I liked him.
Man. Is WFC even a team anymore?
No. They disbanded after going 0-16 at TI3.
Feel happy.
You're bad at this. I'm firing you. Morphling reconnects, so we should see the game restarting here in just a second with Kud and taking a pick of the last hits. We have 2 last hits on the board, Centaur and Kunkka. Really special on those. That's working out really well. So
Centaur had a big lead, literally one ahead of everyone.
2 for Kunkka immediately, and Bloodsuka coming back in the lane. Go ahead in the last team, hitting up some HP because that's what Bloodsuka does. Meantime, this bat right in the off lane, level 1 still. There you go. Hey, all of this help from stats, man. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad. Like, I've never cast with stats before. It's like literally the best thing. It's very true. Morphling going ahead, pop up to the top of the network, on top of the last hits chart. As an ancient apparition forces him off lane. Centaur gets low, but gets a 3-man stomp off. Here comes the list, though. This should be enough to kill him off. Everyone is low. One more right click will do it, and first blood goes to the Wraith King. That's going to be fast boots on him, and it's going to give Centaur a lot of difficulty in this bottom lane. He's going to TP back down. He's going to have to be much more careful. Did he get level 2? He did, because he has stun as well as return. Looks like Wraith Rubik's going to rotate after this. Level 2 up on him as well. So no level advantage on the Centaur, and he's going to have a lot of difficulty staying in this lane. He's sitting over in the side. He's just going to hope to soak up some levels here. We'll see if he'll be able to safely do so. Back in the mid lane, we see that the Bloodsuka is slightly outlast hitting the Kunkka. Not by a whole lot, just by a couple denies. Not super important. Oh, they do ping him out.
No,
They see him.
He was doing your awesome little pet strat of digging trees.
Yeah, I know. I totally taught him that as a side note. I don't know that I did. That's just a thing. I'm pretty sure Hannah Montana invented that in TI2 with the Tide Hunter.
It's out. You
Yeah.
don't even see.
Yeah, he does
That's
sneak
so
out the
funny.
back. It's gonna make it. Gonna continue to hide. He's level 2. Doing a little bit better than Bat Rider, who is getting cold feet up on the top lane, but he will survive. Gets the flame thing, Firefly off, and is able to make it out. Kunkka taking.
I think if more left away from him.
Yeah, he kind of hang back. He's not. Yeah, he didn't use the waveform at all. Only level 1 waveform, so he's only level 2. But it's 100 and some damage, exactly 100 damage. And as a result, it is a lot of damage. It's like finishing off the Centaur War Runner again. So 0-2 on G. He has a 5-second respawn timer, so he should be okay. Already has a TP scroll, so gonna come right back down. And Stark is really low. All of these heroes are low. They're running. They don't really like. Wraith King has no regen. He's got no mana. Stark does have a salve, and
Radiant's
Rubik has
top
another
tower
clarity.
is under
They're gonna
attack.
go aggressively. Looks like they want to take this tower, and they might be able to do it. No Wraith King Aura to help them push right now, so they're only gonna be able to get some chip damage. In the meantime, top tower also taking damage from Dire. Nothing super exciting. No one's gonna take towers early game. No one has a lineup for that.
Road to 3K with a very slight
And
advantage.
there it goes again. Oh, Slark's gonna fall.
Dire's
Gets the
bottom
counter kill.
tower is under attack.
But man, gee, why you feed all the time?
He's still level 2 though. He didn't get that. No, he's level 3. He got some gold from there, but not any experience.
Dire's
It's
bottom tower
that's
is
bad.
under
I
attack.
think after you die 3 times, you just go in jungle with return.
Is that a thing?
Kind of. Like you go and you
Dire's
get a
bottom
couple
tower
points into
is under
return,
attack.
and you.
I guess he has mana for gold for the stout shield now if he wants.
Looks like DVD's gonna rotate back around. He's level 3, so same level, slightly less feed. As the Centaur, he's gonna go ahead and stack some napalm up on the Venge. Morphling farming pretty well. Like, Road to 3K are winning farm right now. They've got Bloodsuka winning mid lane by almost 10 CS,
Bloodsuka.
and yeah, oh, I'm sorry, Raffle Seeker, and the Morphling ahead of the Slark by almost 10 CS as well. So Slark focusing on these kills has not gotten the last hits that he really needs on this bottom lane to get items up quickly. It's close to some treads, at which point he'll be much better able to trade hits with the Centaur. Now that it looks like the supports are roaming, they've gone to the mid lane, they have a smoke on the Wraith King, so it looks like they're going to try to gank this Raffle Seeker again. Raffle Seeker now up to 1,500 gold, might be rushing a Midas. Do you rush
They know
Midas?
they know it's not. They know you can't kill it.
He's gonna get Torn. He's gonna get X back, but Torn is going to miss. Raffle Seeker gets another last hit in the meantime. He's just.
How much HP? He's
He's
maxing Bloodbath. He only has 2 in Thirst and 3 Bloodbaths. So
and I mean it's working out for him. He's got a humongous advantage so far in the laning stage. 1,700 gold up on him. Let's see what he decides to go for. Here comes the gank. They're gonna rotate in. Here comes your lift. It's gonna get picked up. X used as well. Yeah, he's very dead. So 4-1 so far for the next level badass. Looks like G's gonna start doing some damage to Slark in the bottom lane. Slark is basically killing himself, but also stealing a lot of stats in the meantime. Only 2 sets of stats attack. But somehow at the same time also taking a lot of damage. He was like at half HP as a result of that exchange. It was really funny. Centaur took literally no damage. Morphling continuing to farm up to 30 last hits on him in only 5 minutes. That's 6 a minute. I'm sorry, it's actually 5 a minute because it's 6 minutes and I can't count. But doing really well. Looks like he's already got a ring of health, so going for that fast Lincoln Sphere. A fast. This is definitely an E-Blade game. You think?
Morphling?
Yeah.
Heck yeah!
You've got the Rubik who explodes. You've got the Slark who explodes. Batrider doesn't quite explode. Kunkka and Wraith King are both pretty tanky.
This Wraith King.
Bottom lane, looks like they're going to go.
Such a good start. Can he transition into a steady carry right now? Slark isn't quite match against the Morphling and the Bloods.
Yeah, it looks like he is. He's going ahead and taking last hits in lane here. He's got treads finished if he wants them. That's why I said if he wants.
Dire's bottom
but
tower is under
Slark
attack.
does have the level on him though. He's up to level 6, so does have that ultimate in addition. You see the experience lead going very far in the advantage of the Radiant as a result of those couple kills. And I mean, you see the Venge only level 3, whereas the Wraith King up to level 4, as well as the Rubik. Morphling himself only level 4, but getting a lot of last hits, so making up for that, he's gonna have a Perseverance by 8 minutes. Up to 36 last hits now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
We're gonna see the X as well as the Torrent used, but not a whole lot. Looks like the Whale Blade though is doing some work there in the mid lane, using those whale tails of whales. We're gonna see a wave go off on the Batrider, pushing him out of lane. He's only level 5. G on the other hand, level 6. So getting a little bit more out of that off lane. Has a few more last hits than the Batrider as well, but still having a bit of a difficult time. Has the ultimate, not got to Tranquil Boots yet, but we're gonna see TP's down. Ancient Apparition, as well as the Venge. They don't need to sit up there with the Morphling at all, and so I think this is a good rotation. Morphling now has a couple levels up on the Batrider, and so he'll be able to zone him out. Has finished Perseverance, and now it looks like they're just gonna pick a fight in the bottom lane. They don't have the AA ult. I feel like they need that to really pick off this Slark, because otherwise he's just gonna regen up during his ultimate and not die, unless they perfectly stat stuns.
The Slark is alone. If they get one stun on it, it's like.
No, he gets the pact off. Did G cancel the stomp? Yeah, no, he's gonna get it off now on the invisible Slark. Here comes the Ancient Apparition, uses the ultimate as well.
He's gonna die.
Yeah, he's just a dead Slark. That was an excellent gank right there. That was really good. Looks like the counter comes in. Here comes the lift onto the Venge. She's gonna get probably brought down here. Torn is just gonna completely whiff, but you've got your stun as well as your X, and now Centaur's gonna TP out. So 1 for 1. In the end, that definitely favors the Dire getting the more important kill on the Slark. Meanwhile, Batrider putting some harass down on the Morphling underneath tower, but Morphling surviving. He's got the burst damage. He's a little bit lower level than the Batrider, but he's
bottom tower is under attack.
Last hits. 9 minutes. Not amazing, but
Dire's
pretty darn
bottom
good.
tower
Bottom tower
has
falls
fallen.
in the meantime to the Radiant. Looks like Bloodseeker has gone for a Midas. What do you think of this? Definitely not an early ganking build.
Such pub. I can't pubs.
Looks like he's gonna rotate up top. There are no wards spotting this out. This could be a very dead Batrider.
Literally just walk past a ward and use the ward spot this out.
Yeah, but it's a
Wrong.
Radiant. It's a Dire ward. There's no Radiant ward spotting it out. You
God. He's on the
retard.
Dire.
Yeah, this is gonna be a very, very dead Batrider. He's gonna try and sit still. He's silenced. Morphling misses the waveform, but it doesn't matter. He's gonna die anyway. Morphling gets the last hit. Easy. Easy ganks, easy life. Looks like they're going to try and push out this top tower as Vengeance. They're going to have that tower at half HP very quickly. Centaur trying to get some recovery farm down the bottom lane. Has finished off his Tranquils. Going to look to see finish off that Blink Dagger that he kind of desperately needs. TPs go to the middle lane. We see Venge as well as Ancient Apparition. He's going to get caught by the Torrent. Boat coming in. This is a dead Ancient Apparition. Doesn't even get any spells off. No ult to speak of. And now we're going to see Centaur coming in. But he's like, alright, I'm going to peace out. I didn't really take damage there. Looks like they don't have the Bloodseeker ultimate for another 20 seconds. This is going to be a very difficult tower to defend. Venge was going to come in. There's the Centaur ultimate. He's going to get a stun off, but no, he's going to get canceled by the stun. Now here comes Slark. Slark managed to dark packed off the Centaur stun. He's at half health. Ultimate ends. G at low HP. Bloodseeker trying to get the Slark. He will get it. The silence is there. He's got the move speed. Move speed. Move speed. Not enough. He's going to have to back off.
Road.
And was that tower denied? No. Kunkka gets the last hit, so on the whole, I think that's a win for Radiant, as they got the kill on the Ancient Apparition. Morphling does get farm, that's your trade, is Morphling getting farm up on the top lane. Does now have 1,300 gold in addition to a Ring of Basilius and Shreds, so doing pretty darn well for himself up there. So you're going to see probably a 13-minute... I'm sorry,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, which is pretty good. I think that's average, probably. I don't actually know what average is. I'm just going to throw numbers out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Be faster than average.
Doesn't even matter.
He's doing well. He's on top of the game right now. Bloodseeker does have the highest level. Did not manage to pick off the Slark in that engagement, but did come in at the last minute and saved some couple deaths. Morphling getting kind of chased on the top lane as Slark and Wraith King come up to get all up in his grill. In addition, we see the Rubik coming up. We do have the Bloodseeker here, so this could be a pretty good engagement for the Dire. No, never mind, there's 4 there. They're going to go take this Tier 1 tower early, take the last of the Tier 1 towers, and really kind of get in control of the early game map control, which is going to give Morphling a much harder time farming. He is up to 1,600 gold, so he's very close to being split push ready. Here comes the Bloodseeker. He's going to run straight into a Wraith King and get stunned up. There's no support back for him, though. Here comes some Chilling Touch. Centaur ultimate as well. Gets brought back, but he's got too much move speed already. Here comes a boat that's going to literally miss everything. Finally, we see our first Ancient Apparition ultimate of the game. Is going to catch most of the Radiant team, but it's not going to be enough as the rest of Dire is low. Morphling is too low to really react. Slark is going to jump down. He's going for the Courier. Can he get the Courier? No, Centaur Stomp is going to miss. Now he's going to try and dark pack this off. He's getting low. Doesn't have an ultimate. He will go down. But now the rest of the Wraith King team has to come back to fight this out. Wraith King gets an ult dominating streak. She's going to get brought back. He's going to die here. Stolen waveform and a 4-for-1 exchange coming out with a double kill for the Rubik. Yeah, he's doing really well this game. He's up to 1,300 gold. And that's just gonna, I mean, that's a huge fight. They've got a 10-4 lead. Experience actually is really even. They only just barely kind of counteracted a road to 3K experience lead, but the gold is still in their favor, as these early towers are showing. Now that does mean, because they've only got a 3K gold lead in 2 towers, that they're just, road to 3K is out farming by a large extent, and you can see that in the last hit graph from this Morphling and this Bloodseeker, just getting so much more gold than the Radiant are able to, especially with this Midas.
Invisibility. The Slark that kills, he has 3 hits. Last hit, so real. The safe lane.
Yeah, they're definitely doing a much better job in that regard. Looks like they're going to try and gank onto this Wraith King. Got circled out. Yeah, he's got an ultimate. He's just going to walk in and start right-clicking, and he's going to get Ancient Apparition pretty low. Here, Slark's going to jump in. He's going to finish off the Ancient Apparition. Now the stun comes out from G, but it's going to be enough. G already really low. He's going to go down. Batrider low, but is he going to die? Stun goes off, missing the right target there, I think. And now this Venge is just going to feed. That was a really bad engagement for the Dire. Mega kill now on your Wraith King. Maybe they shouldn't have given that pick away. Now it looks like Kunkka gonna split push.
Dire's
I don't
bottom
know.
tower
Kunkka already
is
has
under
a
attack.
Crystallis up. He's
Radiant's
pushing
middle
bottom.
tower is under attack.
Wraith King, 1,800 gold up on him. We'll probably see either Maelstrom as an option, Armlet is another option. Morphling gonna rotate up top, only level 9. Let's see what's coming out to him. Ultimate Orb already, so he's got that up. He'll get the Lincolns pretty soon, so his farm is fine. Bloodseeker not doing a whole lot this game. You know, we kind of talked about how the pick was good and how it was going to help stuff out, but he really hasn't made a whole lot out of it yet. You know, he's got no kills, only 1 assist. I mean, granted, the team hasn't been doing well enough for him to really have an effort, but he hasn't really made space.
I feel like he's going Radiance. Not gonna have it soon.
Dire's top tower
I don't
has
know if that's the
fallen.
right build. I feel like he needs to be tanky and to like a Sange and Yasha kind of run into the front lanes game, not a Radiance. I mean, the Radiant have just too much burst damage for him to be able to stay alive long enough team fights for that Radiance to really make a difference. I feel like he should just spend this on a Sange. Right now he's got the gold for a Sange. It's going to significantly increase his HP, and it's going to make him the road to 3K capable of winning this team fight. Looks like Radiant's going to rotate in. They're smoked up, but they're not going to find anybody as they're all gone. It's one of those things.
Still, Double Badass is definitely deciding to...
Yeah, it's absolutely correct. They're in the jungle. They're going to come up to this tier 2 tower, and they're going to catch G completely by surprise here. Now G is just going to completely die. He does get defensively swapped. Here comes your AA ultimate. Venge is really low. She's probably going to die. Ultimate used from G. It's going to get him out. But the stolen AA ult comes in and finishes off G. He's going to shatter. Oh, God. That was awesome play. Wow. Kudos to that Rubik. That was clutch.
I don't...
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower
that was
is
really
under
good.
attack.
That was just really good. Bloodseeker's gonna come up. He's got 2 stacks of thirst. He's got some move speed, and I think Kunkka's just gonna die. Kunkka's just gonna die. Ults the Rubik, but the ultimate gets stolen, and now he's losing feed. Why did he do that? Why did he do that?
David yelled, don't do it, please.
Here comes the ult from Apparition. Not gonna catch the Rubik. Rubik's got...
Steals the run.
Yeah, he got that off in the last fight,
Radiant's
so it's
middle
gonna be
tower
pretty
is
big.
under attack.
Looks like they're gonna rotate back in, try to get the deny, but not gonna get it. Bad Rider gets the last hit there. Tons and tons of gold going the way of the Radiant. They're now up to a 7.5k gold lead, despite Morphling's continued farm. He's up 100 last hit now. In the mid lane, he's gonna get brought back into a torrent. He's got no more. He's morphing like a boss. He's gonna try and TP out. Is that no? Barely survives. If he'd have done it a second earlier, it would have made it out. But
God, look at the
quite have it.
5.
I can't. I got Kunkka. Just runs up minus. But nope, there
middle
went.
tower
350.
is under attack.
Only 1 point of Blood Rage so far, so it doesn't have that much silence. He's gonna have Rupture again. Just wants to refresh the cooldown probably. Yeah, duration. G gonna come up top lane. He's low, trying to get Blink Dagger. Only 1,300 gold on it, and 1,400 now. It's gonna be so hard for him. If he gets the Blink Dagger, I still know that he's gonna be able to do a whole lot. He TP's back. Tier 2 tower under siege. Kunkka doing a lot of right-click damage with that Crystallis. I mean, it's so hard for the Dire to fight right now. They're in a very bad position.
Dire's middle
What do you
tower
think?
is under
Do you
attack.
think that there's
Radiant's bottom
good
tower
way for them
is
to get
under
back into this
attack.
game?
Say the big items like haven't come up for NLD yet.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I think that Greg does pick up a Blink Dagger, and he already has both. That's all the pace control NLB is going to have. That's all they need.
Yeah, they're going to be able to gank really well. G still 600 gold shy of his own Blink Dagger, which is really the item that they need to initiate in these team fights. And Bloodseeker, 2,700 gold. Looks like he's still saving for that Radiance. This is not going to help him out. I really think that this is the wrong decision. I don't think that that's the right item at all. It's negated his ability to have any impact in this early game. And Rubik has a Blink Dagger now. I mean, they've just got so much gold lead as a result of their ability to take these fights and gain map control that this farming kind of build is not going to work out.
He has 967
Dire's
HP.
bottom tower is under
it's
attack.
200 more than the Rubik, but still, the Bloodseeker, Fopsy has no HPs. They're probably going to take this tier 1 mid
Dire's
tower
bottom
Radiant,
tower
but I mean,
has
all
fallen.
their tier 2s are gone.
Radiant's
Blink
middle
Dagger does
tower
come up
is under
for G now,
Radiant
so
structures
Centaur
are
has that
fortified.
blink. Bloodseeker gonna go ahead and use his Midas in the jungle and have 2,900 gold, but I mean, you're so far away. I mean, you should.
Going for it.
They are.
Walking away, just pop.
It looks like Rubik is gonna get a kill with the Stolen Rupture. Morphling Waveform dodges to get out of that SK stun. G continuing to farm up. He's now got 400 gold after his Blink Dagger, so he's doing pretty well. He's got Blink here. He's got a TP in 15 seconds, but here comes Slark. Slark kind of waiting.
Where is Kunkka Blink?
Looking. Slark looking for the Centaur. He may find him here. Centaur at half HP. Can he get out in time? No. He's gonna get found, and this is a very dead Centaur.
Dominating! Oh, stormy!
Yeah, this is an extremely early Daedalus. He skipped. Yeah, this is. He's just got 2 kills. He's got 86 last hits. Not a whole ton of last hits, but he's just gotten enough tower gold to just get absolutely on top. I mean, the GPM is of all of these. Where's GPM? 444. I mean, it's really good at 21 minutes into the game. He hasn't had the opportunity. He's not been given that space to farm. Slark's been taking farm. Bad Rider's been taking farm. But it's just the towers. They're getting so many towers, and Dire are not able to get map control back as a result.
Based on last hits, Ruby 3K is still winning. Morphling and Pubseeker is still winning last hits. Pubseeker has enough gold for that, we got 717 move speed. Has enough gold for that relic now, so I mean it'd still be a decent lead.
21 minutes.
22, 23 minutes, still not too bad, but I mean NLBA just has such a big lead. What's he gonna do?
He's like what can die really quickly because he doesn't have the HP to support the sustained radiance damage.
He needs pickoffs. They need pickoffs. The entire team needs pickoffs, but NLBA has no reason to let any hero go by itself besides Slark, who doesn't care anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
he's got a BKB.
Additionally, Morphling does finally finish off his Lincoln Sphere, and the Ancient Apparition could be in trouble. No. G's going to be in trouble. He's kind of in a dangerous spot. They're going back into Roche. Roche still has not fallen. Here comes the Ancient Apparition ultimate missing. If he'd have hit that, that could have maybe done something onto the Kunkka. I mean, this Roche is just taking forever. Have you noticed that? Looks like G's gonna get spotted out. He's gonna blink away. Should be fine here. No, he's gonna walk right back into it, and he's gonna get finished off here. He's still alive. No, he's gonna go down. Looks like Bloodsuka wants to go up, but he gets spotted out by the Radiant Ward, and he's gonna raffle copter away with 595 move speed.
Did he just go full gold build?
I think so. Literally hasn't bought anything. Morphling has the Lincoln Sphere up.
Gold strat is pretty good.
Is this Roche ever going to die? This is the real question of this match right now. Here comes the Ancient Apparition. It's actually going to kill the Kunkka!
Yes!
Oh god!
Is he going to get the Rubik too?
It might. He's low. Is he going to shatter?
No, he's not.
Yeah, meantime, Slark's going to pick off the Bloodseeker, who has no HP. And
Radiant's middle tower has
Relic
fallen.
and has a Radiance. But, I mean, it's not going to do a whole lot. AA getting that ult kill is exciting, though.
Definitely the biggest.
Morphling in the meantime does finish off the tier 1 tower, so get some gold for his team. Up to 1,500 on himself. Do you think he still goes Ethereal, or should he go for something more tanky, team fighty?
I mean, it's not gonna. There's nobody to pick off on raid. I mean, I'm sure Morphin's win rate definitely died. Getting that E-Blade after the. Yeah.
So it's not slow. It's not super slow rates. I think the problem is that it's. I mean, Slark has a BKB. Kunkka's too tanky to really care about radiance anyway. As does Wraith King. Rubik has his aura and already has 2 points into null field. And I mean, Slark is just gonna. It's not gonna have the impact that they need in this game. I don't think it's not
too high level for it to have an impact. I mean, the Bloodseeker is keeping up in farm. He's gonna farm even faster now. He's got he's got gold, he's got experience. No that.
He just needs to get some items that enable him to come in these fights and actually do work. Because so far he's not been able to do that.
These blink daggers. Fire heroes die.
Yeah, it is. Looks like they're gonna catch up. Star coming in from the back. He's got an invis room. He's gonna jump in on this bench, and this should be her death. Except why don't you swap out? You swap to the Ancient Apparition. All right, whatever. You're gonna see the Bat Rider jump in onto the Centaur. Centaur. He's gonna get back up. He gets the stun. Can he fit the? back from the bench, die back from the bench, take it back, and now 2 for 2 so far, but the Bloodseeker goes down, running away, doesn't have any more mana to more, but will keep him alive. Ancient Apparition comes back in, uses some boots to give Morphling more mana to morph with. 2 for 3 trade, and I think actually trades are what Road to 3K needs now, except that Bloodseeker needs to survive, get and go. Oh, Ancient Apparition, what are you doing? You gonna feed? He's feeding. That's what he's doing. So that's probably a rat. I don't know. If Ancient Apparition died, he'd have ultimate able to defend this, but that's really not. This is make a lot of Road to 3K. Bench comes. Here comes a blink stun on the Kunkka. Oh, but not able to go in as the Raking is there. Back up, and as is the Slug. Gonna see boot come in from the Kunkka, literally hit nothing, not even creeps. Bloodseeker comes forward, he's rolling, Bloodseeker's rolling forward, no racks. So I guess that's alright. Let's take a look at the XP graphs again, 7500.
Regeneration.
Gold actually dropped pretty immediately after that last fight, but gone back up after the casual feats coming out from Ancient Apparition. Morphling now up to 1200 gold, so he's going for that E-Blade. We should have it in about, I'm going to say 5 minutes, you think, if he manages to find some base to farm. It's kind of difficult as the map control is solidly in control of the Radiant. We see some pretty solid aggressive out here.
Really just keep him.
And
Very counter-bearing.
yeah, especially if you want to be farming as this Bloodseeker with your farming items. 1,000 gold on him. We finished.
Is Blink Dagger a normal item on Slug now? I've seen it in a couple games.
Smoke from the Radiant. They're going to rotate up into the jungle. There's no one really there. They might find Venge or something. As we get a, yeah, they're going to find this Venge.
Oh my god! All four.
Really dead Venge. And also lasso out on the Bloodseeker. That's a dead Bloodseeker.
Stormy.
Radiance doesn't help when you're dead.
I don't think Road to 3K can come back.
Yeah, they've got the Bloodseeker dead for 45 seconds. Even if he does have a Radiance and hasn't done anything in fights, he still has a lot of, he's still one of their highest level heroes. They're going to jump onto the illusion here, which is fine. Prevents Morphling from jumping out or jumping back in.
Wasn't that a Venge illusion?
It might have been, but it doesn't matter.
They jumped on the Venge illusion.
I think killing the Morphling replicate is worthwhile as it keeps him from jumping back into the fight. Barracks is going to go down. Looks like Dire wants to fight, but it's going to be really hard. They've got no tower. They can get a blink on stun on 5 right now. Doesn't get it off. And Barracks goes down. Nothing left. Road to 3K can maybe get a counter kill, but they're not going to get there in time. Centaur's too far back. They're just going to come in and farm now. Morphling, 1300. Well, he's got 2200 gold, a Daedalus, and most of his BKB, so I think I'll give him a pass. They're going to go into Roche again. They should be able to get it a little bit more quickly, as Slark actually has some right-clicking power now. What does Slark have? Slark has gone into the BKB, now has a Orb of Venom, so going for that Scotty. Mostly building tank items, doesn't really need... I would like to see an attack speed item, but I think he'll be fine just being tanky. He's got enough magical burst damage to get the job done.
Radiant doesn't need to do anything right now. They've got the Blink Daggers, they got the spells, they're good. Set for life. Bloodseeker.
Yeah, we do see the Ethereal Blade getting pretty close to his F-Blade, and he does have a high win rate with that, but typically the reason you get F-Blade up early like this is because you've got team getting you map control and farm, but there's no map control and a little bit, not very much team coming right now for Haircut.
Lots of farm though. 176 last hits on the Morphling, no lack of farm.
Farming like a boss, but it may not be enough. Bloodseeker 0-6. And Centaur 2-9. I mean, you look at the KDAs on the Radiant, on the Dire, excuse me, and it's just really a rough story there. Net worth. Morphling is right up there in net worth, as is the Bloodseeker. They've got the farm there, but in this point in the game, levels are so much more important than farm, and you can see that the Radiant are just completely outclassing dire in terms of levels, and as a result, the fights are just so hard because the stats and relative strength of abilities is just absolutely disparate. There's no comparison.
The big hit. He could be
He's gonna get that off. Looks like we're gonna see the pings out on the Morphling. Maybe want to gank him up. There's no smokes up. They're kind of hanging out in their own jungle at the moment. I feel like they could be playing much more aggressively. Let's see what this Bloodseeker decides to go for. May try the BKB. I think that may be his best option.
Great King still literally drowned.
Yeah, he's close to the Bloodseeker in net worth, and he's a 4 position Wraith King. Has a Blink Dagger as well as treads and a medallion. Hits pretty darn hard. Thank you.
Still,
I appreciate the rightness.
still a 50% win rate.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Maybe enough. They're gonna get this
Radiant
tower.
structures are fortified.
The glyph comes out. He's not gonna be able to jump back with his replicate, but does have a TP scroll. TP comes in from the Rubik. Oh, why do you run away from a Rubik? Meantime, Slark jumps in. We do see buyback immediately from the Bloodseeker. Venge still dead though, and this probably will not be enough to defend the racks. Morphling has to jump back. Rubik is bottom, but that even without him, they might be able to push this in here. Kunkka pushes out the mid lane, so now they're gonna have to defend that. Is it haste rune? Yeah, it is. They don't have. They really even have the map control for that. Pretty depressing there. You can imagine what team chat is like right now. And you've got
Oh my god, jeez.
the criticism may come for the 0 and 7 Bloodseeker. You never know. It's entirely possible. Ping's coming out. Looks like Wraith King's gonna be a ward. Pause comes out. For Dota chat.
DC meant disconnect. Why does it mean don't?
Not gonna comment. King is having seizure. It's probably why he.
Like, wait, is that serious?
Looks like Morph gonna continue to push out top lane. Doesn't have his facilities turned on as he's pushing. I'm curious as to why that is. Only level 2 ultimate, so he doesn't have quite the same duration. Where he's going. Looks like the defense is coming out on bottom lane. They want to jump in on this Bloodseeker again. Batrider kind of sitting up in a very aggressive position here, looking for an opportunity to jump in and take somebody. E-Blade gets picked up by the Morphling. He was going to the enemy secret shop because he couldn't get to his own. So does have that now. Morphing to agility so that he can have the damage necessary to get a kill. But he's going to be very low HP if he does get a kill. Bloodseeker now up to... No, don't select the ward. It's like the Bloodseeker. 600 gold. He needs to get more HP, and he needs to get a defensive item. Like, there's no other way that he's going to be able to handle this game. He's going to jump in, drops an ult on... What did he ult? So he ulted the Rubik, and Rubik does drop to the Vengeful Spear. We see jump in from G, gonna get the stun on 2. Ancient Apparition ult is gonna miss. Batrider low, Wraith King running in. We're gonna see a lot of damage coming out. Bloodseeker getting really low. Slark not here yet. Comes in, Wraith King dies. Huge AoE on that slow. What the hell? Okay, just not gonna even talk about that. Looks like Bloodseeker's gonna go down defensive swap. Not gonna be enough stun on the Wraith King. Centaur Warrunner dies at the same time. Morphling morphing to strength, running away. Ancient Apparition dies as well. Manages to dodge the Wraithfire Blast. No! Got cancelled on the animation there, so that will help him out. Venge respawns, but this is going to be a second Rax, and this should be GG. Well, I guess he's got the combo up. He's going to morph back to agility, try and come in on this Kunkka. If he can get the combo off, Kunkka playing pretty aggressively here. This is going to be a pretty dead Kunkka. I want to see him do it. Here it comes. Yep, dead Kunkka.
Even have to use.
Jumps directly back to the fountain afterwards, and that's a very dead Kunkka. It's a good counter kill. Gives Morphling some more gold up to 1,000 on him, but Rax is down. I mean, here comes your ultimate from the Ancient Apparition. Can Morphling come back in? They're going to come and try and chase in on this Slark. Slark may go down here. Blink in from the Centaur, going to get the stun off. This is a dead Slark, but he has an Aegis. They're going to try to get the second kill. Morphling going on the Rubik. Rubik manages to blink out. Now Slark tries to blink to the low ground, but he's going to get stunned up. Swapped back to the high ground. BKBs, can he make it out? Uses the Dark Pact as well as the ultimate. They're giving chase. He jumps to the high ground. BKB, TP, no. Yeah, it's going to make it out. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Did they? They get the gem. Who's it on? Alright, that's a good pickup, but it's not going to be, like, they've got two racks down. And Bloodseeker is just not doing anything.
Hasn't had any.
He got the Radiance, he got 154 last hits, but he's just not had any game impact. Slark's got his Scotty, so he's not even taking damage from, he may as well not even take damage from the Radiance at this point. Rubik's got a 4-staff and Blink Dagger, so he's got all of the positioning in the world to be able to get out of the way. He did get dropped very quickly in the last fight, which is probably part of the reason that he did as well, because Rubik has a lot of spells to steal and stun with, so doing pretty well. Bloodseeker up to 1,000 gold, see if he can go get something resembling a... Did he? No, going for the second crit. The way you said that, I thought he was gonna go for a... No, I thought you were talking about a divine. Slark pushing out the bottom lane, gonna go ahead and drop the rest of this creep wave, nothing special. He's up to 119 last hits. 1,500 gold after finishing the Scatty. Defending the ranged Rex, which has negative 0.1 HP regeneration. I have nothing to say about that. Venge, getting closer to a mech, 300 gold up on her. Actually, I don't know why they're both going for mech. I mean, I think there's some miscommunication going on between the Dire. We're gonna see a go onto this Morphling. He's gonna get lifted up. He's taking a lot of damage. He's morphing the strength. He's gonna end up surviving. Rubik falls in the meantime. Now G jumps in. He gets some stuns off. Bloodseeker gets a kill. Bloodseeker gets a second kill. And now it looks like the Centaur's the only one to go down. Bloodseeker surviving still. He's getting so low. He does finally go down. The Slark is just too big at this point. Morphling jumps back in and he's right-clicking away. He's gonna finish up the Slark one last hit. Right-click, gonna do it. And this is gonna be a team wipe. They're going back! It's the impossible! They're gonna get the right kick for the second time! It's a 5-for-2 exchange. Defend... I guess they didn't really defend anything, the rocks were already down. But...
Went back from a 20k loss.
I mean, that was really big, though. The Bloodseeker just got a ton of gold. He got 2 kills. He's up to 1,800 gold now. I don't know what significance that's gonna have, as he's still 2 and 9, but... I'm not gonna bait, I'm not gonna hate, I'm just gonna very, very strongly dislike the build that he's gone. Not the player, I like the player. He's a cool player. Be relatively nice to him. Morphling's gonna start pushing pretty hard. He's now got 2,700 gold, a Lincoln Sphere, I'm sorry, not a Lincoln Sphere. He's got an Ultimate Orb. Probably gonna go for the Manta, get some more pushing power going out here. Centaur now has a Medallion and looks to be going for that, Blade Mail, which is pretty good. He's got 1,500 HP, so it will provide a significant source of damage in these team fights. Give him some more armor against the Slark right clicks, although it really won't help him against the Kunkka, who's just critting so hard. I think part of the reason they lost that fight was because Wraith King has a relic. Where is he? Does not surprise me. This Wraith King.
Literally dreading it.
I mean, the only reason that Road to 3K are even doing decently right now is because Morphling is still on top of net worth. He's got 231 last hits, and he's doing really well. Perfect Haircut is literally keeping Road to 3K alive. He's gonna see if he can take some towers here. Looks like Radiant just want to continue pushing in. They want to keep the pressure on, come in mid lane, and force Road to 3K to be more defensive. You see Morphling coming up, he's just going to come straight up, rock down the tower, and now it looks like the Radiant are going to come down, but they're going to have a hard time as he has to replicate up for another 17 seconds. Morphling, good hero.
Perfect Haircut.
Gone. Looks like Roche is the next goal of both teams. Both teams pinging it out right now. Ancient Apparition, you should see an ultimate flying that way to check it out in the very near future. See Bloodseeker coming in. He's now got a Yasha, so it looks like he will be going for that Sage and Yasha. I wish he would have gone for the Sage first, because he does need that survivability. But having, I mean, it's not the move speed that matters. It's the attack speed as well as the HP from the Sange. I think that really.
I think the big thinking behind maxing Bloodbath is that you get 40% of the HP of the hero unit you kill.
Roshan has fallen
That's a
into
lot
the
of HP if
radiant.
you kill the Kunkka or Slark or Wraith King.
Yeah.
If he's a for any of those kills, he doesn't need a Saint.
Well, I mean, he just needs the. I think he just needs the HP pool to begin with because he needs to survive the Kunkka crits and a potential lasso.
Lasso with your meat.
Yeah, exactly. I think Morphling's got that Manta style up. He's got the gold right now, 4,000 up on him. He's gonna get silenced for the damage, I guess. I was like, what? Where did he get silenced from? Mysteries of Dota Part 1. Bloodseeker continuing to last hit it up. 1,200 gold up on him. He'll get pretty close to that, Sange and Yasha. Looks like Morphling's going to jump to the bottom lane, where he's going to continue pushing this out. He's going to try and keep that Rax up as long as possible. Looks like Radiant want to push out the top lane. Now that they got the Aegis up on this Slark again, they're just going to let him go up into the front line and beat down this Rax. And with that down, there's really going to be no hope left for Road to 3K. They've managed to hold on for a long time, much longer than I expected them to, just based on this Morphling's farm, which is absolutely exceptional at the moment. He's only, yeah, goes ahead and finishes off the Manta style, I believe. No, he's going for Scotty. And he has it finished.
Dire's top tower.
Does
is
he have
under
buyback
attack.
though? He does not have buyback. This could be problematic if he goes down. It's going to be hard to bring him down, as he's literally the biggest hero on the map in terms of net worth, level, not the highest level. Slark is a higher level. Oh, we're going to see Slark almost get destroyed. Lasso comes out onto somebody, but it's going to get defensively swapped out. Now we're going to see the boat come in. It's going to hit on top of Morphling. Morphling getting very low. Hit back. He's so low. Can he live? He's going to jump out. Strength Morph. Kunkka finishes off the Mental Spirit. Now we're going to see Bloodseeker come in. Finishes off the Wraith King for the first time, but he's going to die. He's going to get buyback. He does. Immediate buyback. Morphling gets a mega kill streak. But we see the Ancient Apparition and the Vengeful Spirit go down. Bloodseeker comes in, he gets one kill, he's getting low. Can he get the second kill? Onto the Slark, he's gonna get him down. Slark finishes off for the second time. Rax still standing, Chase going down. Blink out, looks like Rubik will fall here, gets silenced up. Now the last chase going on to the Wraith King. Can he get caught up? G's got a blink up in 1 second, he blinks forward. He doesn't blink forward.
Dire's middle tower
Do what I
is
tell
under
you to
attack.
do, god damn it.
He cancels the blink. Bloodseeker's gonna catch up. We get the Radiance burn on.
Gets it out. They're going to continue chasing though. There's no reason for them not to. Morphling's going to continue farming. Did survive. Goes for lifesteal now. They're going to catch him out now finally. So there's another kill going the way of Bloodsuka, who now has. This is ridiculous. I cannot believe they're still in this game. The team fights are going their way now. Morphling is just so big. He's doing the damage. They can't bring him down. They focused him. They only got him down to like a third HP. Strength morphed through it. They got the supports, but the supports really don't matter. They got the Vengeance Aura. He did not max Vengeance Aura. Ancient Apparition ult hit, and you have 2 max. He's got the deeps. Bloodseeker on that buyback, I think, was actually really better than Blood started the fight. Like, he came in when heroes were low HP, and he was just like Raffle, I'm killing all y'all. And it worked. Morphling starting the split push, and this is where he gets really scary, because unless you're able to defend all of your lanes at the same time, he's going to start taking your towers and threatening your racks. Yeah, that could be an issue. If he gets ganked, that could actually be, it might literally be ganked. Not have buyback? Not have buyback. In fact, no one in Dire has buyback right now.
Guys,
one of those things.
Buyback is good.
We see an Abysmal Blade picked up by Wraith King now. Not a whole lot of attack speed to benefit from the bashes, but that stun is going to do a lot to lock down this Morphling, as well as the Bloodseeker in the team fights. Might as well. Sange and Yasha finished by the Bloodseeker, so he's going to be a little bit tankier, a little bit faster.
Out, but the Wraith King does...
It's got a long cooldown too. A whole minute. Morphling's fired. Morphling's pushing top up to level 20. Has 1500 gold after finishing the HOTD. He's got a replicate up back at base, so he should be fine. Jumping back. Probably will get this tower, as I believe Glyph is on cooldown. No, it is not. But Slark is going to TP in. Morphling going to hang around. Is he going to try this? He does! Goes in and BKB.
Radiant's top
And
tower
that
is under
forces
attack.
rotation, and now might be a possibility to pick some people off. G's pinging them out. He wants to go Hero alone, G. Like, illusions of grandeur much.
Double damage.
It's gonna run forward, but now the rest of Radiant have regrouped. The only one out by himself is the Wraith King, who's just farming it up in the jungle, probably looking to get some attack speed items now. Mjolnir, I don't AC, one of the two.
Doesn't even
Matter. They got, I mean, look at the gold. The gold lead is going down, but it's still at 12k. The experience lead dropping. It's down below 10k, like you said, but it's definitely dropping. It's still a big issue because, I mean, every hero on Radiant except for Rubik has level 3 ultimate, and let's be honest here, level 2 to level 3 Rubik ultimate is really not that big of a deal. It's a difference of a minute duration from 4 minutes to 5 minutes. I mean, there probably have been like 2 or 3 games where that was an issue. Yeah, looks like they're going to try to gank this Morphling. He has a replicate up. It's going to be hard. They do get the lift off. Can the chain stun this well? Nope. That got stopped pretty quickly. G continuing to farm it up. He does have the Blade Man out. Looks like he's going for Shiva's Guard. Up to 700 gold after plate mail. So he's got a lot of armor. Morphling hanging out back in base now. Probably going to wait for that replicate to be back up before he tries to split push again. Bloodseeker up on the top lane. Up to 1,000 gold after the Sage Nyasha. I would still like to see a BKB up on him. I think that's pretty important against the lineup. They do have the lasso and they do have the Abysmal Blade. But yeah, I think that would be the best option here. Get his HP pull up. Venge now up to level 12, looking to go for a Force Staff. Ancient Apparition also looking for a Yule Scepter, so that's going to be move speed and a disengage tool. If you can catch the Bat Rider after the Bat Rider blinks in for the lasso, that'll be pretty big. Unfortunately, you can't use it defensively. I have no idea why you cannot use it defensively. Maybe OP? Be able to defensively Yules people? That'd be pretty clutch. That'd be pretty clutch.
Haste.
Hashtag Dota 2 port fails. You know where I was going with that hashtag. Throughout this, the ranged barracks on the bottom lane are still standing. I feel like this is a testament to the defensive capabilities of Road to 3K. They've literally been defending this for like, what, 25 minutes now? It's a long time. It's been up. 72% win rate on that Yule Scepter. So if he gets it, maybe they can come back. I don't know. It's gonna be close. Yeah, the HP pool is an issue. I think Atos would be a good item. Obviously, Sheepstick is always good, but I think he just needs to aim, set his sights a little lower. Aghanim Scepter would be really good this game. As, yeah, some 3 bracers. Morphling up to 2,500 gold, probably going to go for the Satanic, you think, or should he stop for bots first? Yeah, that's actually a good point. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea as well. I think bots are important, though. Bloodseeker farming up 2,500 gold up on him. Ancient Apparition up to 300. Woo, big farm. G up to 900. Venge up to 100. We just go see Bat Rider up to 1,000 gold. Now has a Sheepstick as well as the Force Staff. Rubik up to 600 gold after finishing his own Force Staff. Kunkka looks like he's going to go for a heart now, so he's really tanky. 2,500 gold. 600 armor is not like crazy. Wraith King continuing to farm 2,100 gold, so he has a Hyperstone if he would like to pick it up. Looks like Rosh is going to be the next goal. Once again, he's up. This will be the 4th Rosh of the game, I believe. 3rd. Yeah, I think you're right. So Slark's going to go ahead and right-click, get down. He has his own Basher now, so he's going to be... There's a lot of lockdown, you know? It's just... It's really big. They've got 2 Bashers, if you count Abysmal Blade. You've got Lasso, you've got the Wraith King Stun, you've got the Torrent, you've got the Boat, you've got the Lift, you've got Replicate, apparently, from the,
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
It's gonna be really rough. The Ancient Apparition is gonna come in a little late, only catching 2 after Rosh has already died. Of course, it's too late in the game for them to really have Be low from Rush anyway. Abysmal Blade now finished on the Slark, so more lockdown, and so they've got the items that they need. They need to execute this team fight, and then consequently execute the Dire team, and then this game will be over and I can go to bed.
I would like that. We definitely have
3,400 gold up on Morphling now. He's getting some more items. He's up to level 21 now. 344 last hits. I just think he's literally more than 100 ahead of anyone on Radiant.
The Kunkka, I think a lot of these people not hitting very inspiring.
Yeah, he really has not had a big... The game length is starting to come into effect here. We see the Rupture go out onto the Slark. You cannot get rid of that with Dark Pact. He's just going to stop and wait for the duration to die down. Meanwhile, the Rupture gets stolen. Bloodseeker, please. I mean, actually, I don't think he should cast Blood Rage, because if he didn't, that would be even better for the Rubik to steal and put on this this.
Put on the rage king of the Slark.
Nope. What is the name of the hero?
Dire's structures are fortified.
AO not gonna hit anything. Doesn't even hit a creep. Batrider sitting up on the top lane. He's gonna go ahead and blink in, grabs the Bloodseeker, pulls him in, but the swap cancels it out. Ult from the center. He's gonna get a stun on 2. Rubik gets picked off immediately. Blade Mail doing work. Looks like Batrider might go down. They're going to again. Kunkka, big crit from the Kunkka. That's going to be the double kill for him. Bloodseeker buys back. Slark finishes off Morphling, and that's going to be a very difficult fight now. Looks like the Kunkka's going to get ruptured up. Stun now onto the Venge, but they're chasing down the Kunkka. He gets brought down for the first time. Slark is... Did he buy back? Did he not die? No, he never died. Looks like they're going to go and try... They're going to get this Kunkka for the second time, and Rax is defended. That's worth it at this point in the game. Saving these racks is hugely important. In the meantime, the bottom ranged racks finally meets its demise. Moment of silence. Okay, sound's over. Really good silence while I said that. Been legit. You know we have to do that if we play with cast with silencer, right? Oh, Venge, you're pretty dead here. Yeah, it's a really no. 4 stats down and doesn't make it. It's a good attempt. But she kind of got caught in this spot. It's really unfortunate. The D-ward isn't successful either, so she's dead for 45 seconds though. So that's no good. Vlad's now up onto the Bloodsuka. So decently tanky. Pub Seeker, Bloodsuka, Raffle Seeker. I mean, really. He's also dead, and that's going to be hard. There's no Center ultimate. He jumps in immediately trying to pick up the Slark. He gets low, but he's not going to die. He now BKB's up and ults, and now it looks like the Bloodseeker's going to get low, and he's going to drop right. No! He gets a kill off on the Raid King that heals him back up. Is he going to get another kill? No, he ends up dying. Batrider gets the last hit on him. Now blinking forward, AA uses the Yule Scepter to keep himself alive. Right click's going down on the Slark from the Morphling, but Morphling's morphed too much to strength. Not really able to right click. Ancient Apparition gonna survive for now, but Bloodseeker dead for 100 seconds without buyback. Venge gonna respawn. And that fight should disengage for now, but I think this might be it. Without the Bloodseeker to come in and clean up the fight, I don't think there's a way for Dire to win it out. Fight's gonna get rid of trying to bait out some
Dire's top tower
goes down, but the Dire back off. They don't have the cheese or the Aegis anymore. Gem on the Slark though.
They have the heart up.
Yeah, he's really hard to kill. 5K. See what he goes for. Morphling on mid lane does have Talisman of Evasion now, so better able to survive the Slark. Looks like Venge is gonna get X'd up. Torrent. That was a really messed it up, even after a really long one. We're gonna see Morphling looking to go in. He's got the combo up. May try and bring down the Slark again. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and E-Blade, but that's all that's gonna happen. Looks like Wraith King's gonna throw out the stun just to zone. Rex go down. Mega creeps pretty soon. Rubik's gonna come forward. Here comes the ultimate from the Centaur. He's gonna jump in, but BKB onto the Kunkka. Boat comes in, doesn't really hit anyone. And yeah, but the fight was won anyway. Kunkka, Batrider winning this one. Down on the bottom lane. Looks like bottom side of the fight. Looks like Morphling's gonna try to right click people down, but he's gonna get stunned up. Gets swapped out. Isn't gonna be enough to keep him alive. He's morphing to strength, but gets X'd back. And this is the most confusing thing I've ever seen happen to a Morphling. GG comes out.
Radiant victory.
It is all over. Long game. Thanks for watching this, guys. I don't know why he's linking to a Twitter that I don't have. I should have probably included him or not. It's alright.
I think you meant Twitch.
Yeah, as it is. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Amateur Dota 2 League. Verta 3K versus some badass team. I don't know. Fopsy and Kingdom with stats by LDJ. It's LDJ. I'm gonna. If you can get my website wrong, if I can get your thing wrong. So there we go. Thanks for watching, guys.